What was your experience? How long were you there?
Well, the Vietnam cruise was about 13 months, but I ended up flying for 22 years. But Vietnam was is one of those names where a lot of us don't think about it. We wouldn't want to think about it because on a typical mission, you might have 20 airplanes take off and maybe 18 come back. So you weren't too sure whether you're going to be the one that didn't come back. And being a junior officer, we always put in a position where we are, is the word bait? We are bait.
That was the feeling you had?
Well, that was a tactic.
And it was not a feeling, it was reality.
It was reality.
Yeah.
And but we always felt we were the best. We were the best aviators. So we never. It was no instant where I feared anything. I feared stuff after it was over. But when you're there, you know you're competent.
Yeah.
Professional.
So you had the security and what you knew.
Security, yeah, and.
How integrated was the Navy by that time?
Like I say, black officers about 0.03%.
So you never saw anybody else?
I never was no black officer. I was on one ship 10 years later with another black officer.
But those times in Vietnam?
6,000 people on the ship, on a black officer. But see, Tech groomed me for that. It was no big deal to me because I'm used to being the only one anyway. It was totally frustrating because I'm not saying that blacks should associate with blacks, but it's nice to have another black face there to associate with to say something.
Well, the familiar.
Familiar. Yeah. And plus, it's a cultural thing in that a lot of the things I liked, a lot of the music I liked, they didn't like. So I had to listen to country western over and over again. I said, God, I'm about to drive me crazy.
How painful.
No R&B, Lord, it was frustrating.
You were constantly having to acclimate to someone else then.
Assimilation. I had to assimilate.
Yeah.
Especially, and worse, you had to assimilate to being a fighter pilot. Fighter pilot, most of them are obnoxious, they're egotistical. It was great.
But you're neither of those things.
That's not my personality.
No, it is not. I can tell that.
They drink a lot. Matter of fact, the more they drink, the better they fly. I had to play along with that image. But that's the way it is.